Hey guys, Casey in the kitchen, bringing you another fast, easy, and healthy dinner solution. So this is one of my family's current favorites. Right now I am getting ready for a big trip, and so I'm watching everything that I eat. So I want to share this recipe with you guys because it has got so many yummy ingredients in it. Like I said, it's one of our favorites. So it is called Chicken Verde soup. And I know the weather's warming up and everything, but you know, soups never go away. We like to eat soup. Sometimes you can switch it up and put rice with it, or maybe over potatoes or something like that to give it some variation. But this is the favorite in our house right now. So right now in this new multi-pot that we have, which is a 9-quart capacity, I have some olive oil heating up. And I am just gonna add to that my onions and peppers that I have already chopped up here. So there's another prepping idea for you. If you're gone, you're working all day long, go ahead and prep your veggies ahead of time, the night before or the morning before you go to work. So I have 2 green peppers and a whole onion all chopped up here, and I'm gonna put all that in there. I also have 1 garlic clove already pressed and on there, and I'm gonna do 1 more with our garlic press here. Really easy way to add lots of extra flavor. That's another way that I keep my salt down, is by adding fresh herbs and spices and flavors like fresh garlic. That way I don't have to add so much salt to everything. I don't know about you, but salt likes to attack me. All right, so we've got that in there. We're gonna let that cook for just a couple minutes and start sweating out. The recipe calls to add salt at this point. We find that that is just too much. So once that has started to cook down here in just a minute, I'm gonna add in 4 cups of chicken broth and actually 2 cups of water with a 1/2 cup of quinoa. So here's another easy trick for you. Quinoa, delicious and super, super good for you. It's got protein in it. So this is another way to cut back on the cost of like your chicken. You don't have to add as much chicken to a recipe if you're using something else that has protein in it, like a quinoa, or maybe a bean or a legume. Something like that helps offset that cost and keep your costs down. So remember that. So we're gonna give this another stir here. So far we have 1 onion chopped. We've got 2 green peppers. You can also use poblano peppers instead of green peppers, whatever you choose to do with this recipe, and 2 cloves of garlic. Now I have that on a medium-high heat. Here's another tip for you. Your cookware should always be on a medium-high heat. That's the highest it should go. One big mistake that people make is cranking up everything to high heat to make it go faster. And that is so hard on your cookware. So a medium-high heat, as long as you've got a good quality pan that evenly distributes the heat, you are going to get excellent results with that. So when I say medium-high heat, if you're like a 1 through 10, that's like a 7 or 8 would be as high as you want to go on that cookware, particularly non-stick cookware. And also on our new stainless steel that's a hybrid cookware. So exciting. Okay, so we've got the peppers and onions starting to sweat. So now we are ready to go ahead and add in our chicken broth that I've mixed up here. So 4 cups of that. I have already rinsed the quinoa and then added it to my 2 cups of water. I'm just gonna scrape that out down into the bottom of the pot here. And then I'm gonna add in 1 cup of salsa verde. This is the green. It's the mild. You could spice it up and go with the hot if you wanted, but it's excellent flavor in this recipe. All right, so give that a nice little stir there. And then here's the fun part. We are gonna steam our chicken. This is something that I had never tried before because it just seemed like the chicken would be dry and yucky, but it is delicious. So we have our collapsible steamer here. So this is the insert that comes with the pot, and I am going to make it so this first level comes up like that. We're just gonna set that on the pot here. And then I have my chicken all ready here. Now I had chicken that was already chopped up because I do my chicken ahead of time, buy it in bulk and cut it up the way I want it in pound bags or half pound or 2 pound. And some of it I go ahead and dice up. So mine was already diced up, but you could do this recipe with whole chicken breasts, steam them and then chop them up after. And I'll show you what to use for that if you do it that way. So I have some lime juice on here and then chipotle seasoning. And so we've just tossed that together. This is another thing that you could do ahead of time. I would wait on the lime juice because it's got acid in it, which starts to cook your protein. But you could just add that really quickly at the end. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in our steamer, and then we are ready to put our lid on, which our lid we're just gonna offset from the steamer here to close it and seal it off. Or if we wanted to let the steam out or drain anything, we would put it on top there. So we're gonna offset it here. And I'm just gonna let that cook for about 16 to 18 minutes till our chicken is cooked through. Add the chicken in, stir it up, and I'm gonna serve that with some avocado and some chips and whatever extras you wanna add to it. I'll probably just stick to that, no others. But there is chicken verde soup. So fast, easy, and healthy. Let me know if you have any questions. See you next time.